Welcome back, guys, to day 45 of our goal of reaching $1 million in ARR. You guys already know it. Today's another day, another week. We're going to go over some cool things, actually, because we not only hired 2 people over the weekend for the sales position. I think there's going to be tremendous growth coming soon now. We got our entire sales process down to a T. We have an entire sales onboarding system, an academy for our sales team up and running. I think, again, right, like, I know in the beginning, you know, you're stuck, you're building an app, you're trying and testing things out, you're A/B split testing a bunch of different things, and nothing works. But then all it takes is one thing. All it takes is one thing to click, right? And we were able to achieve that. Yes, it took a bit, right? It took a bit of time. Figured out what funnels were working for our softwares. Figured out what exactly was generating the most amount of leads. In our case, cold SMS marketing, and our lead magnets are performing the best, and our AI, GEO, and SEO are performing the best. We tried cold email. We tried a bunch of different tactics, Google Ads, everything, to figure out what would generate us the most leads. But I think we're here, guys. Like, we kind of know exactly what we need to do to push Kompozy to the next level, to push Tracker to the next level. And starting on August 3rd, right, we have our sales team actually going to be onboarded. So they've already signed their hiring packets. They're going to be good to go. We might hire more people. There were 6 people in total that I liked. 2 of them for a fact that I really wanted. Or 3 of them that I really wanted. 2 of them responded, so that was good news for us. But I mean, honestly, I'm happy with the results that we were able to achieve. So, for those of you that are new here and don't know what we're about, and I'll get to the chats here in a minute, guys, but you got to understand, right? Anybody can build an app today. Anybody can use Claude, can use Codex, can use whatever, right? But the reality is, not everybody knows how to drive traffic to their websites. Not everybody knows how to actually market, let alone cold outreach. A lot of people might know how to reach out to their warm audience, but that's limited. And what I do best, especially for the last 6-7 years, is lead generation. Right, that's my priority. That's always been my go-to. Yes, not everything is going to be immediate results, right? Where you're going to see things right away, right? But for those who are interested in knowing what marketing channels we are running right now at the moment, you guys can see them right now, right? So we attempted to do cold email, cold SMS, SEO, GEO, Google Ads, right? Reddit commenting, we're actually still, that one's actually about to be fully automated. Referral marketing, cold DMs, social media, podcasts, and newsletters, right? And of course, some other stuff that we're working towards as well. And so my point here is you might start one of these, right? And realize, oh man, this one's not working. And maybe I should just give up, right? The reality is you don't want to actually give up on anything. Do you have any guide on how to market out stuff? Yeah, so not only am I going to be releasing long form video for you guys on the YouTube channel here shortly, I have a specific plan on like how to do certain things and give you guys templates along the way. So that is coming. Sumo, but so just stay tuned for that. But every single day on this live stream, we are actively doing these marketing strategies, right? So like the cold email, we did that with you guys. We built the campaigns together with you. We pulled the leads with you guys, right? Same thing goes for cold SMS. Same thing goes for our Google Ads. We literally built the entire Google Ads campaign with you guys. Everything we've been doing with you guys on the live stream. Now, granted, there's some back end stuff or whatever, right? That sometimes I can't show on the live stream, right? But that has nothing to do with marketing, right? That's more on the app building side. That's more on the API side and the security keys and all that, right? In fact, like even the cold DM tool, the slide app that we built for you guys, not only did I make it public and free for you guys to use, right? You guys can download it right now. The link's in the description for that. It's free to use, free to download. It works on Windows. You can slide into people's DMs. You can cold DM them all day long on your Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn accounts. You can add as many accounts as you want to cold DM. That's an actual viable strategy for new apps that don't actually know how to market, right? And you guys can start that immediately, right? That's my gift to you guys for watching the live stream and tuning in with us. And of course, as we build new things, there'll be more gifts along the way. But you guys already know it. The goal today for the giveaway is going to be 30 likes, right? So we already hit 4 likes already. That's awesome. Let's hit those 30 likes. We'll do more giveaways and stuff like that. Yusuf, what's up? What model do you use? So we use VS Code and Claude Code as our base. As you can see right here, we're using Fable 5 and or Opus 5. But we'll actually get into more stuff here. Is your marketing channels for Kompozy users or just for you to market Kompozy? Is your marketing channels for Kompozy users or just... I don't understand your question, Sumo. But all of these marketing channels here are to market pretty much any app possible, right? The core system is the same. The difference is in the messaging, right? At the end of the day, if you have these systems built out, it doesn't matter what product or service you have to offer, you're going to be able to market it, right? So this is why my goal was to, especially with vibe coding with you guys, was to create every single one of these marketing channels live so that and we could just clone them for each app or product or service we have to offer, right? That was the goal. And so we were able to achieve that, of course, right? There's still some things that we could do better when it comes to like the app side of things, like features wise and stuff like that. But that wasn't really my priority this entire time, right? My priority was, doesn't matter how many features you have, right? If no one knows about your app, then who the hell cares, right? And so our main priority for the last 45 days was testing, figure out which marketing channel actually clicks for this product and service, right? Because at the end of the day, that's traffic going to your website, and then you need to make sure your funnel is correct in order to get leads and or trials and or signups, right off the bat. But the reality was, I knew I wanted to hire a sales team, but the problem is you can't hire a sales team if you don't have leads for them, right? And so that's what we were able to achieve. Oh, I mean that marketing channels you just showed. Does Kompozy users get access to that, or is it just for yourself to market your products and services? So Kompozy is specifically towards one of them, right? So you see the social media, the one down here at the bottom left. That's specifically for what Kompozy does. It automates your entire social media. Like right now, I have what 4,000 pieces of content going out a month between every single social media platform in different kinds of media formats: text, image, video, blog, whatever, newsletter formats, whatever. Kompozy does that, right? That helped me automate that piece, right? And so it's like we're not only using Kompozy to market Kompozy, dog food marketing, but we're also using Kompozy to market other things like my personal brand, like the Built AI main company, right? We'll eventually use it for Tracker. We'll eventually use it for hell, even the free cold DM tool Slide, whatever, right? It doesn't really matter, right? But you build it once, and then you can replicate it essentially. Yeah, I mean, similar. Like you got to remember, right? There's no point of building an entire infrastructure that does every single thing, and then you become an enterprise product or service out there, and then you still can't get customers, right? And so like the data side of things is Tracker, right? Kompozy is the social media aspect of things. The affiliate marketing is the referral app. The cold DMs is the Slide app, right? Because not everybody is going to need every single marketing strategy out there, and if you try to sell some high ticket thing, you might not get that many customers, right? So that's why I kind of piece them out separately. Even like the Reddit commenting, well, that's Red Ghost, right? That we built out to my partner. That's his main focus. That's his baby right now. It's like that one would never be a product or service. It would maybe be hosted as like an agency, right? Because of the nature of it and having, in our case, 50 IP addresses and 50 Reddit accounts and 50 servers and all this other stuff. Like that would be a nightmare on an app side of things, right? And so you got to understand, like, is this more internal in your business, or is this more something you would turn into an actual product or service or agency format or whatever, right? And so you just need to figure that out. Now, of course, the goal for Kompozy is to get not only ourselves, right, to creating 10,000 pieces of content a month. Like right now we're at 4,000. But at the same time, I'm like, well, if I create new features and we still got no customers and we're just building new things and it's costing us more money, what's the point of building these new features, right? And so that, again, that's pretty much been the priority for this, right? So we're going to continue building those features eventually, right? We'll continue doing that. Of course, if there's any bugs, we'll work on those too. We're going to jump in and show you guys our metrics, where we're at today towards our $1 million goal, or we'll show you guys our Stripe dashboard, our backend dashboards for complete transparency. Because again, I want this to be a journey, right, for people to follow along and see the failures and successes, right? But regardless, guys, let's actually jump into this live stream. That was a longer intro than usual. But you guys already know the very first thing I do every single time we go live stream is I verify our security to make sure that we are good to go. Looks like we might actually have some issues. So we made some updates. Oh no, we're strong. Okay, so we're good with our security. All right, so we don't have to really worry about that. But the reason why I do this every single live stream is because we've been hacked into, right? Someone hacked into us. Luckily, they were nice enough to kind of explain how they hacked into us and stuff like that. But in reality, you don't want your software to be hacked into. You don't want people to abuse your API keys. You don't want people to play out, just take advantage of you, right? And or take customer data. So that's the reason why we do this every single morning. But you already know it, right? We're going to move forward and take a look at everything together to show progress. I can't emphasize this enough, guys, and this is why I tell you guys that have new softwares you're building, new products or services you're building. If you have a website, you need to be working on your SEO and GEO, because I could say right now, and I'll show you my analytics here in a second, 20% of my traffic is from GEO, right? 15% of my traffic is from SEO alone, right? So that's 35% of my traffic alone, and I get around 4,000 to 5,000 monthly visitors on my website, right? Completely organically free, you build a site, you build the pages once, and you're pretty much good to go. I mean, you can see right here, in the last 3 months, we did 800 clicks. Just in the last 28 days, we did 414. We essentially did more in the last 28 days than we've done pretty much, the last 2 months. Do you care about Bing or DuckDuckGo and Yandex traffic, or just Google? No, we do both. So you can see right here, I have Bing. Now Yandex is automatic. I believe Yandex is through the Bing Webmaster tool. I'm not sure about DuckDuckGo though. Now you can see right here we had a spike finally, which is actually pretty good. We actually had a period on the 16th or something that we just killed our entire GEO for Kompozy, and it took us a good month and some change to get back in gear. So that was actually good information for us. I'm actually curious to see, but DuckDuck should be following Bing. We could actually double check that. So right now in our SEO and GEO for Kompozy, I understand we're using Google Search Console, we're using Bing Webmaster tools. What about Yandex and DuckDuckGo? Or does Bing Webmasters handle that? So we'll figure that out right now, the answer to that. Because if we're missing it, then why don't we also just submit our sitemap to that as well as we're growing? Right? There's no reason not to. We already built the pages. And in fact, like realistically speaking, like if I go to performance on Kompozy, you can see right here how many pages we have. We're over 1,000 right now indexed. Looks like we have a lot of stuff that's currently working right now. Looks like these ones, validation passed. Okay, so 388 pages are still pending. Because every day we create anywhere between 5 and 30 pages. It just depends on what's going on with the news and stuff. But yeah, if I go to the sitemap, we have 1,600 discoverable pages right now for Kompozy. And this is, by the way, on autopilot. You guys know when we do the giveaway, we give away our Claude templates. One of those templates inside of here, if I minimize this. So our SEO GEO engine playbook right here automatically uses Claude code on the server or through GitHub, right? And automatically just creates those pages for us. It already knows our exact process. But we give this to you guys when you guys win the giveaway. So let's make sure we hit our 30 likes today. But yeah, DuckDuckGo, yes. Bing covers it. Boolink results from Bing's index, and DDG has no webmaster console of its own. Yandex no is fully independent. Okay, so it has its own Yandex web. I've never even heard of Yandex until like just recently. Its own verification segment, whether it's worth setting up for Kompozy is a different question. Yandex is 1 to 2. It's only 1 to 2% of the U.S. traffic. So what do they focus on? Like the Chinese system, or over there Asian countries? Russian? Oh, well, probably why I never. One thing that does cross both Index Now, Bing, Yandex, Navix, all share submissions. Pinging any single endpoint propagates to all of them. Has Index Now built in, so you're already using it there. Yandex is receiving URL pings even without a Yandex. Okay, so Yandex is already receiving our URL pings because we are using the Index Now with our automation. So just the reporting is not showing. I'm not really going to care about it since it's only 1 to 2% of the main top 4, top 5 countries, English-speaking countries. I don't think it's really worth it. But like even Bing itself, it's like it's not really that worth it. It's more of without Bing, we will not show up on ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, all these different search engines, right? Because Google is no longer a thing. Like if I go and search Google for Kompozy, let's say, granted we pop up in first place, but if I were to say, let's say turn one idea into a month of content, right? Notice you have Google's Gemini right here answering the question. But at the same time, my app is not here yet, right? Specifically for that keyword. Now, On the other hand, if I took this same exact thing and I put it into, let's say, ChatGPT or Claude, it's you know what I mean? It's going to pull up other softwares that actually do this, right? And you want your app to do the same thing. And so that's the power of, SEO and GEO, right? Both the Google side of things and of course the AI side of things. And like, let's be real, guys. Like, if you take a look at the math here, because I'm also running Google Ads, by the way. You can see I'm running Google Ads right now. If you were to actually analyze this, say, well, if you got 414 clicks to your website, how much is that actually worth? Or if you got 800 clicks to your website, how much is that worth? Well, if I just took out our cost per click right now, $4 using Google Ads, granted, they're more hyper targeted, whatever, but that's $3,000 plus that you're missing out if you're not doing your SEO and your GEO. And in fact, this is not even including your GEO. If I go to my admin console in the last quarter and I scroll down, I can see AI and GEO has driven 1,746 visitors, which means I got 1,746 clicks, right? For free, right? And so, like, again, how much would that actually be? $6,000-$7,000 worth of clicks for free, just driven to my website. Again, this was kind of like the power of where you need to be. I know a lot of people hating on Google or people who never changed their default search from Bing. So that's a bunch you would miss if you don't have an index on Bing. Well, there's that too, because there is a percentage of people that are on Bing, right? Or even Yahoo and all these other things. But the reality is the majority of your traffic still comes from Google. And now I'd say the majority of your traffic will come from AI and GEO, right? Because you can see right here, the AI and GEO channel that I have has surpassed my organic search, right? Like I said, 20% of my traffic is coming from AI and GEO, around 14-15% is coming from organic search. And there's another, there's direct traffic, there's cold email that we run, likely AI that we're unsure of, probably another 9%. So that could be 30% for AI and GEO. Yeah, I mean, like, if someone's not doing this and they're purely just relying on paid search, like, look what I am doing, paid search. Woohoo, we got 300 clicks. That's awesome, right? But in reality, like, how much did I pay for this? I probably spent over $1,000 to get these clicks, right? And so it's like, I mean, we're going to just pull it up. How much have we spent all the time on this account? $1,100. Yeah, over $1,000 we spent. And it's like, okay, cool. You spent $1,100 and you got, 300 clicks. But I spent $0 besides my Claude Code tokens, right? And I've gotten over, 4,000 clicks. Yeah, I mean, that's just the reality of things, right? Paid ads, guys, are not always the right, avenue to go, especially in the beginning, especially because here's what we realized in the beginning with Kompozy. We started paid ads way too early, right? We didn't know if, in fact, we were doing free trials back then even. And so a lot of people signed up and they didn't know how to use the software, and it was our fault. We didn't have a proper onboarding system for them, right? And it's like, you need to make sure your app is good from the moment they sign up, whether it's free or paid, to onboarding, to tutorials, to making sure they're actually physically using the software, right? And they're actually getting a benefit out of it, right? And so we realized, okay, cool, free trials, we're getting a ton of free trials onto our app, right? But at the same exact time, no one was really using the tool because they couldn't get through the onboarding. There was no tutorial videos, right? We had to fix all those things. And then after we fixed that, and we thought, oh yeah, everything was cool, we converted it to paid. Well, what did we realize after that? That the people that were going through for free trials, when they go through for paid, is completely different, right? The psychology behind it is different. You don't want to send them a paywall immediately. You want to give them actually, like, let them actually see what the app actually is about, right? So the Claude templates you give away has the daily autopilot. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Sumo. But at the end of the day, right, it's like, well, even though you convert to paid and you figure out, okay, customers are willing to use this, is your funnel correct? Is it conversion rate optimized to actually get the highest people to, opt in or sign up, or, just sign up and pay, right away. And so it's like we struggled with that in the beginning, right? Of testing and testing. Like every week we would test something different. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, we know how to drive traffic to the website. Now, is there a way to actually convert that traffic into an actual warm, hot lead? Well, we figured out how to do that, right? And we realized, okay, well, if you do lower ticket, we even sent out, this is funny, we even sent out a campaign to all the people that got our lead magnets, right? They signed up for a lead magnet, or it was free, right? They put their email in, they get it, all that cool stuff. Or they abandoned checkout, they abandoned cart. I think it was like 300 people, right? And we literally just sent an email saying, hey, by the way, you can get Kompozy for $1, right? And for the first month, to see if it wasn't a pricing issue, because you don't know in the beginning what people are willing to pay, right? But no one bid on that deal, right? No one bid on that deal. So like, think about that, right? You give somebody a crazy product for $1 and they don't bite. What does that mean? It means that they still don't understand what your product is about. It's not about the money anymore, right? It's about, you're missing one key component, and that is influence, right? Or actual educating the client, the potential client. And so it's like, okay, cool. Well, we're letting Claude do all these things for us, right? Build as many things as we need, We can run 6 different agents, 20 different agents, and build all these new cool features. But the reality is, there's still things that we're missing, right? And this is why I said I needed to get to a point where we could even afford a sales team, regardless if it's commission only or not, right? That's besides the point. If you literally just start your app and hire a sales team with no lead generation coming in, no traffic coming onto your website, because right now we have about 5,000 visitors on our website a month, right? And the majority of those convert to leads. I'd say we get about 20 to 40 leads a day right now through multiple channels. And it's like, if you can't even achieve that, how do you expect for yourself to physically call somebody and convert them, let alone a salesperson to convert them? Unless you want them to run cold leads, right? Which I wouldn't recommend that anyways for our sales team. And so it's like, that just goes to show you the importance. It's like, it doesn't matter how much, traffic you get to your website. Do you have a way to convert them, right? And so I guess that's the main whole key point here as to why I recommend every single person. And I'm actually going to release a YouTube video on this here coming soon to show you guys the exact step-by-step on how to set up your SEO and GEO. I'll probably have that coming out sometime this week. But because I think it's that important, right? Like literally all this traffic that we're getting in here is literally free. And I say free, and it means like, because I don't consider Claude Code an actual cost, right? It's now considered my personal assistant and everything else. So did you find out the key to convert? Yeah, absolutely. Right. It just, we need a sales team, but we also needed leads for them. But in order to get leads, we also need traffic. Does that make sense, Sumo? So traffic, leads, sales, right? That's the essential funnel, right? Now the trick was figuring out how to get, or how to convert the traffic into leads. That was the trickiest part, right? And it's like right now, you guys can see right here, this is right now. Literally people are responding to our cold SMS campaign. Right, this is automated. Like I'm not doing any of this. In fact, the SMS Copilot that you see right here is running it all. Out of every single person, you can see our response rates, right? Now let's deep dive in our analytics. This is just SMS. This has nothing to do with SEO. This has nothing to do with GEO. Has nothing to do with cold email. Nothing to do with anything, right? And this is all time, right? It's like, well, right now we're getting 1.3 plus 1.8% of our cold SMS that we're sending out right now are responding positively and or have an objection. So let's just say 2% to round that up, right? And it's like, okay, cool. Well, if you send 5,000 text messages, well, then you're going to get 100 people, right? to actually respond positively. Well, there's 100 leads that you could potentially talk to. I'm very interested in SMS. How much does it cost you a month? I think right now we're spending about maybe $10 a day. And $10 a day right now, and this is not optimized, is getting us anywhere between 11 and 19 leads just on SMS. So it just depends, but it's around $10 right now. But again, why is it cheap for us? Well, number one, we own the tools to do that, right? And so like we own this, it's our white label built AI, of course, for GHL. It's like we've owned this for the last 2.5, 3 years now. It's like we know what works. We don't have to test things. We know what works. Same thing goes for like data. Well, you need data as well. That's not including in the $10 a day, by the way. You need data. It's like, that's why I built the tracker app, right? And it's like, okay, well, what does the tracker app do? It literally just finds data for me. Instead of me paying $27,000 to get leads from Apollo and Zoom Info or whatever, right? Because I needed 100,000 leads. Or in this case, I pulled 68,000 leads. And by the way, I'm giving this out for free with any plan on here. If I pull it, I'm giving it to you guys. So it's like, and that, again, that was one of my promises I made to everybody on the live stream. It's like, if I pulled the data, right, which I already have inside of Tracker, well then, not only during the giveaways, I'm giving away free accounts to you guys, but also at the same time, anybody who signs up on the lowest tier at $19 literally gets access to 68,000 leads because I pulled them already. I verified those emails already. I verified those phone numbers already, right? Everything you can see in here is pretty much verified. And so it's like scraping cold leads from that. So it does multiple things. It will scrape from Instagram, YouTube, TikTok for their emails and phones, depending on whatever platform, right? And then this is the actual creators themselves. And then it'll look for the followers and or following of those specific channels as well, and or commenters, people who comment specifically on a TikTok. It just depends on which route you're trying to go. And then of course there's complete B2B database in there, which we're scraping from. And then of course Google Maps, we're pulling information. Google Maps doesn't have emails, we only pull phone. Yeah, no, we do pull from Google Maps right here. B2B Google Maps. In fact, inside of the marketplace in here, let's just say I pull from Google Maps. See how many leads that we have in here of just Google Maps. I believe it's, yeah. Yeah, let's do this. All right, so 34,000 leads are from Google Maps that I've already pulled that you guys can use right now. I already verified the phone numbers and everything because this tool verifies phones through like phone validator checking, verifies emails to like bulk email checker and email million whatever verification. I think I just answered that, but yeah, like everything in here gets verified, and so like you can just export it and you can do whatever, but you can even clean with AI to try to get their first names and stuff like that. Yeah, third-party checking, right? Because again, in order for us to build something that verifies, would be almost impossible, right? So we're using other APIs for that. Right? It's like, don't try to reinvent the wheel, right? When we could just pay someone else for a service that, you'd be using anyways. You could just maybe manually going to them and uploading with them. Instead, it just does it automatically through an API on here. But yeah, again, my gift to you guys, right, is the 68,000 leads. And if I pull more, it'll grow, of course. So that's. But again, like, why did I need this? I needed it so I could do cold SMS right here, right? And it's like, okay, cool. Well, what does it look like for my sales team once they actually hop on? Well, they got about 199 opportunities in here, ready to go. Granted, these are a little old, right? But every single day, they're going to get anywhere between 11 and 19 leads in here just from cold SMS alone, right? And then, of course, I just need to add some more components for like the lead magnets and the SEO and GEO traffic we get. But again, right, it's like once you figure out what is doing the best, push more on it. And it's like right now, with me just sending 750 text messages a day, I can get anywhere between the 11 to 19 leads in SMS. And this cost me $10, right? Plus some data cost. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, what if I scaled this to 5,000 text messages a day? How many leads would I get? Well, let's just to make math simple, right, times 5, right? It would be more than that, of course, but times 5. And it's like, okay, well, that's 50 to 100 leads a day. You're telling me that's not enough leads for a person to actually start closing people? Who's your ideal target user for Kompozy? Primarily, anybody who wants to become a creator, of course, right? Anybody that wants to have a personal brand. Anybody that has a business and is not doing social media, or they are doing social media and maybe they hired an agency, or they're doing it themselves and maybe the agency is too expensive, or they're doing it themselves and they don't have time, right? Like that's the target audience for Kompozy. We're not here to guarantee, oh, you're going to get 1 billion views. You know, that's not the point of it. It's a inbound, because that's another thing, right? It's like, I can show you right here. Here, let's go back to, I don't know, a quarter or whatever. Social media. We've gotten 520 visitors from social media. That's 6% of our traffic. That's using Kompozy to market Kompozy. Using your own app to market your own app. Like, that was the point of building it, is because we lacked our social media presence, right? And 6% of our traffic is literally coming from this, right? And it's like, well, why wouldn't you do that? If 6% of your traffic to your website can literally come from social media, why wouldn't you be doing social media? Right? That goes the same thing. If you don't do AI and GEO, where you're losing 20 plus another 9%, let's just say 30%, right? Because this is likely AI as well, and this is AI. If you don't do those things, then you're just missing out, right? Same thing goes for like referrals, right? Like I mentioned this before, right? On one of the marketing channels, I hear podcasts and newsletters, right? That's a form of social media in a sense if you get on a podcast, but the newsletters is their warm audience emailing to their email audience, right? Let's say a podcast has a newsletter and they email it out, right? That's what happened here, right? We're getting traffic from it. Now, granted, those are more manual things that you're going to have to do, right? Not everything is going to be automated. Now, the outreach to be on a podcast or be on a newsletter can be automated, but the actual conversation itself is probably going to be very manual. You're physically going to have to do it. And so I think the referrals here plus the partnerships are more of like together. So that's about what, 600 or something, maybe a little less. And it's like SMS and text. We tried to get people to click a link, right, in the SMS messages. It didn't work. So the next step was just pushing it into a CRM to have a salesperson take the lead, right? It's like, you got to understand that not every single marketing strategy you try to do is always going to work for you, right? And so like, that's why here it's like we tested, right? And figured out which one is the best. So now we just know we're going to push more of AI and GEO. We're going to push more of SEO, right? We're going to push more of cold SMS, right, into the CRM. We're going to push more of cold email. Look how much traffic we got from cold email, right? And again, that's going to be pushed more into the CRM as well, instead of going directly to a website. And so it's like, know your business, know your analytics, which, by the way, you get my templates for these analytics. This exact analytics page right here, notice how I copied it for Tracker. Notice how I copied it for this version as well, right? Maybe it's not as detailed or whatever, but you can add more depending on your business, right? I give this to you guys in my templates as well, okay? It's really, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to track this information, right? And then to go further, let's just say we go down here to the bottom, the onboarding and activation funnel in app. You need to be able to track when people sign up, to they adding their info, to reaching a checkout page, to opening checkout, to viewing the payment form, to do they actually convert, to uploading, and then whatever your onboarding tutorial system is, right? Like literally to the first post published in our case, right? We care about those 12 steps. And if you see drop off here, you know where the problem is, right? And it's like every single time a customer gets to checkout, you can see right here, we have our drop off. What does that mean? It's not that the price scared them, because they can literally go to the app and see how much it costs. It's that final decision that you just need an extra person to push them over the edge, right? And so it's like, and our solution would be a sales team, right? And that's what we're building towards. Look how many referrals we have The only one I know about is Pod News because we were officially on their newsletter. Look at how many people started publishing their emails on our behalf without us even doing anything because they saw we're ranking for SEO for certain topics, right? And it's really important to like see that information. So that's my summarization. Hope that helped. You know, Sumo, I know you were the one asking the majority of the questions here, but hopefully that helps you. But let's get into today. All right, cool. So we don't really have to worry about the index now stuff for Yandex. Does it track how many people who paid and not used the app? Yes. We have what's called a journey. I mean, I'm not going to be able to show you the actual accounts because they're going to be blurred out, but whether it's a lead or an abandoned checkout, right? We have what's called a user journey for each specific client. So you know not only what page they came from. So in this case, they came from ChatGPT search, right? They landed on this specific page. They clicked a certain call to action to get started. They saw the pricing. They clicked sign up, right? They submitted. They signed up for an account, right? Then they got onto the onboarding. They finished step 1, their info. They finished it, step done. They continued to the checkout. Checkout started. They got scared, right? It's like, this is a perfect lead or an abandoned checkout, right? Well, if you're not tracking this, then like, how do you know, right? And again, right, like I'm gonna repeat the same thing. It's like the most important thing is your customer analytics right here, playbook. Like again, I built this out for a reason. Yes, we do that. So right here, and again, that's another playbook we give you guys, the email automations. So, yeah, this is the funny one. That didn't work, but abandoned checkout recovery, lead magnet nurture, right? You see how many people we have in lead magnets right now? Or, well, I guess one's active, but so we stopped it. But payment recovery, founder updates, paid onboarding. I mean, there's other ones I paused too for like welcome offers. We did trials for a period of time. And so it's like, you just got to figure out what works best for you. But again, we give you the templates for that. Reminds me, let me see this. Okay, so this one's actually performing better right now. And that's another thing with like our SMS. We're doing an A/B split test, and it automatically proposes new challengers like every day at 9 a.m. If this has reached 50, which it already has, tomorrow it's going to decide if this one beat this one, and then it's going to change it up. Because it allocates 20% of its resources to the challenger in this case. What I do want to know is, needs to clean this up. Yeah, let's refresh. Yeah, so like looks like there's still an issue. Hey, so right now in the SMS Copilot for Kompozy and it reading the messages from GHL right now at the moment, there's just a lot of stuff from the 24th that haven't been handled. I'm not sure why, as it opened today, the work hours, it didn't just handle those. If they need to be marked as read, make sure they're marked as read. If they need to be DNC'd, make sure to mark them as DNC. If they need to be considered an actual lead, go ahead and take care of that. Again, go and backfill those and take care of them. And then also make sure this never happens again. Like this is me handling, when let's say the SMS Copilot's not performing, right? And then it learns from it and it doesn't do it again. So like that's what we're doing with that. Let's see where here. What's this? Oh, this is a security audit. Okay, we're done with this one. All right, I'm still working on this for my YouTube channel for you guys. So while we were at what, 99 leads earlier, still at 99. Let's see how this is doing. Okay, cool. So our content looks beautiful. This is the one account, and then this is the other one. Was this July? August? Dang, what the hell happened here? Okay, so inside of Kompozy, specifically the Kompozy workspace, I need you to go and take a look at the calendar. For whatever reason, there's a bug and the content is not following the output formats and cadence, right? Go ahead and see what's going on with it and then fix it. That's one of the bugs right now. Did you go to school for marketing or did you learn it as you grew your business? So both. I did my bachelor's in business and accounting and then MBA for master's, although I did not finish the master's. I had a semester left, but again, that marketing is one of the things that no matter how much you go to school for, you're going to learn theory. You're not going to learn practical, right? And so the last 8 years, right, from whether it was restaurants to e-commerce businesses to real estate to software companies, right, my entire journey has been focused on marketing, right? You're not going to be good when you first get started, right? But you have Claude to help you with that, right? Use Claude, right? Like literally just tell Claude, hey, go ahead and act like a marketing director or a CRO and optimize these pages or figure out a marketing strategy for this XYZ, right? Channel, SMS, email, whatever, right? Use Claude to help you out because you'll go from 0 years of experience to at least 2 years of experience just by using Claude. Now the other couple years, right, of actual like practical stuff and just knowing on your own will come actually like over time and through your own experience of A/B split testing, right? So that's what I would recommend you do if you're struggling with marketing. But again, follow along with the channel because every single day we are doing these marketing channels live with you guys, right? That's why it's so important. Yeah, I just don't want to be like all the other gurus online that just focus on building apps, and then like, what's the point of that? Another thing I want to test really is the webinar. Those would be pretty much the hottest leads. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to do a free webinar or a paid webinar. To think about what I want to do for that instance. All right. Yeah, a lot of gurus burning 200 subs a month for months and earning nothing makes no sense. Yeah. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and close this. We don't need tracker anymore. We don't need that anymore. Probably shouldn't be pulling this up, but let's just move this over here. We don't need that. We don't need that. I am curious to see how in the world we got this spike. We submitted it on July 7th, so literally took 20 days since we did our last index now. Well, I guess we did one right here too. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Sumo. Like that's an actual viable strategy, right? Like I remember back when I was doing e-commerce, right? Drop shipping. It's like, okay, we launch a product, right, that we're getting from China. We run paid ads to it for 3 days. Is it break even and profitable? We continue. Is it a loss? We throw it away and rinse and repeat and do another product, right? It's like there's no right or wrong strategy, but at the end of the day, they're hoping, right, in a sense, right? Like they're not actually looking for a viable strategy. It's like Kompozy. We know it's not the biggest big shot right now in the world right now at the moment, right? We're literally just getting started. But I know for a fact it's profitable, right? And even if Tracker is not profitable right now at the moment, all it takes is 5 signups to be profitable, right? And it's like, but are we just looking to be profitable, or are we looking to be super successful and, you know, make fuck you money, right? In a sense, right? Or be able to hire and pay CEOs and employees and marketing managers and stuff like that. Like, where do you want to be at the end of the day? Like, do you just want to make money for yourself, or and be okay, or you want to actually, you know, go ahead and actually, you know, build an actual business? Let's see what's going on here with these. I don't care about these. Do you think Kompozy has a few money? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Especially with the entire infrastructure that we built. Again, no one has what we have right now at the moment, so that's the competitive advantage. And then just the amount of infrastructure we've built into backends and marketing channels. I think the moment we get our sales team involved, right, and this is me being optimistic, of course, right? So you got to understand this. I think the moment we get our sales team involved, we're literally going to scale to the moon. Right now, granted, we'll hit certain roadblocks with software and infrastructure and stuff like that we can't maybe handle certain users and stuff like that. But that'll be a good problem, though. I think as far as ARR increase, right, the annual recurring revenue, absolutely, right, we're going to be able to get this to $1 million. Like I don't see a reason not to. And again, if the reason why we don't get there is because I wasn't good enough to lead let's say a sales team, right? Again, right, like you got to be realistic with pretty much everything, right? Wait a second, this jumped to 106. Did we just get like 7 new opportunities? I guess we did. Oh, it's clearing them. Okay, cool. It's probably because the ones from the 24th that weren't answered. That's actually pretty cool. All right, cool. What does the SMS Copilot say about that, though? Yeah, I have a feeling this one's really going to surpass this one. You got to remember, right? Any product or service has the ability to make FU money, right? It just matters who's driving it, right? At the end of the day, what experience they have. Luck, of course, does play a factor. Of course, knowing that you have a competitive advantage. If you don't have a competitive advantage, why are you building it? Just to copy someone else? It's hard to take market share if you're not good at marketing and or have the funds to do so. Like Tracker, right? There's other tools out there, right, that will do what Tracker does, right? But you see how much they cost, right? And it's like they're going to cost me anywhere between 40 cents and $7 a lead. Well, if I need 100,000 leads, how much is that going to cost me, right? Versus what I was able to pull for a fraction of the cost. It's like I might as well just build my own tool at that point. Do I have experience in running a... Yes, I do. But again, right, with my availability right now, because right now I don't have a sales manager for Kompozy right now at the moment, so I'll be acting as sales manager. And I know my time availability as well, especially if I want to continue live streaming with you guys. I might not be able to dedicate as much time to them, but my goal is to hopefully promote, one of them to a sales manager as soon as possible, so that I can just get that off my plate. 19 of the transfers confirmed they traded but never got the pitch. Do you to recommend? Overcap rows already in the calendar, won't repair them. Yeah. So that should fix the 2 issues we have in Kompozy and the SMS Copilot. Like, you guys notice, like, I have Claude Code, right? But what I use Claude Code is different than most people, right? I'm mainly looking to build playbooks. I'm mainly looking to build systems, and not just a bunch of apps. You know what I mean? I'll build an app only if it's necessary. Now, granted, that doesn't mean if someone comes to me and say, hey, Mo, let's partner on something, this new app idea, that I won't do it. Of course I'll do it. Because I already have all these templates. I can literally launch a new software within, an hour to be an MVP, and then another full day it'll be up and running and working. Like, it's that simple. It's just the making sure that the marketing is correct too. That sometimes takes time. Let's see here what I wanted. Oh, yeah, so the sales ops. Yeah, it's like I even let Claude not only send my offers letters out, but they also sent the independent contractor agreements and everything. And I think I told you guys I would show you that, didn't I? Here, let's do this, because I think this is important. Yeah, let's do it this one. Yeah. So one thing for like hiring salespeople, right? You need an independent contractor agreement. Notice the branding, everything. You need to be talking about your compensation for them. Notice that's 100% commission only, no base salary. You'll also see in here a close invest plan, exactly how much they're making, right? It needs to be inside there. And we went over this last week as well. More in depth, from their monthly closes to their annual closes to residual percentage on MRR that they gain, their vested loyalty if they're with us for 2 years, their bonuses to hit, they can hit bonuses probably their first week if they actually know how to sell, different things, right? And of course, their actual description that they applied for, and then of course their direct deposit authorization, and then of course their W-9, right? Like that's what a hiring packet looks like, guys. And I don't know if you guys want these templates or not in the future. You guys let me know. I might do a YouTube video on specifically how I built the sales team and the sales process, but we'll see. But the most important thing though for the sales team, and that's what I ended up wasting majority of time last week doing, was the dashboard that they get access to. So not only do they get to see everything that's in there, and granted, this is a test account, but how much MRR they've gained, what their total book ARR is, their new MRR this month, let's say, what milestones they are to get their next bonus, how many days left if they do it, and then they get double the bonus. The residual rate, where they're at currently right now, you're here, well, you'll be at the next stage. Like, everything is tracked inside there. Their links will unlock once they finish the academy. Here's all 15 documents of everything they would ever need to know to reference. Anything about the company, ICP, the pitch, the questions, objections, blah, 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 call review and scorecards, KPIs, everything is in there. And then, of course, they have an entire 5-day onboarding that they have to go through. They have their book where they can see, people in there that they've closed. You got the scorecards. so they know that we can evaluate their actual recordings for the discovery calls and demo calls, and we can score them based off how they do, what they need to fix, blah, blah, blah. Same thing goes for the discovery, same idea. And then evaluations. These are the bi-weekly ones we do with them to say, hey, how many dials did you do? How many demos did you run? How many closes did you do? What's their behavior? Things they need to repeat or fix. What did they commit last cycle? Did they actually meet those commitments? What are they going to do in the next 2 weeks? What do they need from us? Blah, 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 right? It's like you need to have a system that's built out in a way where your sales team can feel comfortable that they have everything they need to succeed, right? And then, of course, there's leaderboards. Right now I have it blurred out because we have actual people in here that we just hired. And then earnings, they'll be able to see not only their accrued, which is, let's say, their MRR that they'll gain every month, their upcoming payouts, their lifetime, their release schedule for the next ones they'll get here shortly, the vesting that starts after 2 years, their breakdown, their payouts that was approved, paid, whatever, and of course which one of these were payable. This is basically the explanation of this. But it's like a salesperson needs to feel comfortable being with you in a company, and if you don't have systems in place to showcase that you know what you're doing, right, and that you're just a mom and pop brand new software that just launched that literally has no systems, and you only have a front end for users to sign up. That's because that's what most of you guys have, right? Let's be real. You need to be prepared, right? And so like this is literally an entire, essentially an app for the sales department, if you think about it, right? That pulls from Stripe, that pulls from, let's say, my CRM, right? That pulls from my backend admin console as well, right? That I have, that I manage for Kompozy, analytics, and everything. It pulls everything for them. So like I can't emphasize how important this is, right? Like this is why last week this was our main priority of getting this right. Of course, it logged me out. All right, return to admin. You don't need you to. All right, cool. What I do want to see is go to our analytics for a second. I want to look at today. We already had one add to cart today. See, is this accurate though? Yeah, 90 visitors already. Organic search, we got 38 already today. That 31% increase, that's actually really good. Likely AI, also an increase. Direct increase. Social media, still driving traffic, that's awesome. It's a 400% increase. Oh, that's one of the ones that signed up. Probably one of you guys on YouTube playing around. But yeah, so we have DuckDuckGo tracking right here. Bing, Yahoo, of course. We're tracking pretty much everything. Yeah, the YouTube one was the one that added to cart. One of you guys. Skewing my metrics, guys. Alright, what I want this to do... Hey, so I need you to take a look at our Kompozy Google Ads that we're running right now, and then take a look at how we're doing. Go ahead and take a look at the keywords, the negative keywords, as well as the insights and reports for the search terms, and see what we need to optimize and or add more negative keywords and whatnot. So I'm just going to have Claude access my Google Ads account and figure out what we need to do to improve it even more. I mean, here's the thing. We literally just spent, what, another $200 something in the last couple of days. I mean, see right here, like this one got us, what, 21 trials back in the day. Be not found. $133% CTR. What the hell? Hmm. What time frame is this? Okay. So we have a lot of similar things. See, like we're getting people to click. What is facelessreels.com? Probably don't need that. I mean, our CTR is great. Our cost per click is, okay, I guess. Could be high. Our clicks are decent. It's just maybe we're not converting them the way we should be. Limited, rarely shown, yet we've gotten 12 clicks. 175 impressions. Like, that's not true. The ad isn't showing now. All right, we'll see what Claude has to say about this in a second. That go. What I really care about right now is the SMS Copilot, that it's performing or not. Go ahead and clear it out. Oh, that's what it's working on right now. Okay. So this is working on the SMS Copilot. This is working on the bug we have with Kompozy's calendar. This is working on our Google Ads right now, optimizing them. I need you to go through the entire Kompozy Sales Academy every single day by day, and all of the resources that we're providing our salespeople, and make sure that it's actually what we intend to say and teach them, and make sure there's nothing that's inaccurate. Yeah, I just don't want to. I mean, I've gone through day 1 and 2 myself out of the 5. It's just, there's a lot to go through. So if I can have the AI do it before I fully go through it, that would be good. Yeah, Abigail, just let me know what page you're specifically looking for and I can quote you on it. So people are asking for specific links. Yeah, because like people are paying us to, because we have so many pages right now, and people can see that our SEO is doing really well, and so they're willing to actually pay for links. Wait, what's this? Partner with a review site like yours to place contextual links in existing articles. Yeah, we sell link placements. Just let me know what specific page you're looking to add a link to, and I'll quote you on it. I think this other one, though, is just a duplicate. Yeah, it looks like it's a duplicate. Okay, cool. Because, like, here's the thing, like, you're able to charge, like, you think SEO is not only is it just free traffic and free money, right? Because people are landing on your website, but also simultaneously people will reach out to you to pay for link placements. And I'll show you an example of that, I think right here. Because I'll just be transparent. Where's the actual invoice though? Let me see. Can I see the invoice? Oh, here's the invoice. So like this one right here, right? This guy paid $135 for a link insertion, blog link insertion, 1 page, right? Again, like this is the power of having so many pages, you know, at the end of the day. And again, that was one of Kompozy's pages. So, you know, people are going to reach out, offer them, quote them, whatever. Doesn't hurt. It's just extra money in your pocket. You done the backfill? Are you sure about that? I don't get it. Like, what do we do here? Like, this is a hot lead, of course, but why is it not being marked as red? Not sure what you did with the backfill, but as you can see in the screenshot, these leads still have not been answered and or marked as red. I see some of them have been created an opportunity, let's say as a new lead, but like we still need to mark them as red. Like I don't want to see them as an unread conversation. Like what the hell? Yeah, this is why we don't trust AI to just do everything for us. We gotta double check everything it does. I maxed out my ads for this year, but you can send your info to. I'll certainly review it. So again, this is another lead right here. It's like, not sure what these are. So many inbound calls. I mean, if it's nothing, just mark it as red. Like, who cares? I want to ask, once the Google Ads is actually done running, maybe if we needed to do another call to action. Because right now, actually, let's go to our Google Ads real quick. Excuse me. So let's just say this one, alternatives. Where are we sending them? I don't even know what pages we're sending them to. Maybe I can just find out here in the analytics. We got what, 6 visitors? What page do they land on? So best repurpose IO right now. So if I go to, that's not what I wanted. Copy that. See, it's like it's talking about every single other person. And so I think that's why we're not getting a lot of conversions for this. We're getting a lot of clicks to it, but it's talking about so many other people. Yeah, I think we need to actually optimize these pages. Yeah, go ahead and execute 1 through 3 in the count. Do 2. Don't worry about fixing the sign up goal. All right, so one thing I noticed is since this is an actual page that Google Ads are sending them to, it's good that this is the 10 best repurpose style alternatives ranked, and it's ranking us first. But I don't think it's really converting us. Because if I go back to the admin console, I don't see any add to carts from these. So like alternatives opus clip is another one. Again, I don't see any add to carts. Because we're getting good clicks. Here, I'll just have another agent run it. Hey, so right now our Google Ads campaigns for Kompozy are, of course, sending traffic to the Opus clip alternatives and migrate pages, the buffer, same idea, and IO is the same idea to all these pages. However, I'm taking a look at these pages. None of them are really getting signups, which means the pages, don't get me wrong, it's informational and it's talking about the top 10 or the best alternatives and stuff like that, but it's not really emphasizing people to actually give us a try, right? Or sign up for our specific software of Kompozy. So I want you to read all 6 of those pages and verify yourself the reasoning why no one is actually signing up from a CRO perspective. What are you making? Right now, I'm not making anything at the moment. This one is working on our SMS Copilot conversation AI. It's optimizing some fixes. This is working on our calendar system for our content. This is for just our YouTube channel. This one's working on our Google Ads right now at the moment. This one's working on our Sales Academy for our salespeople and our sales team. And then this one right here is working on converting the Google Ads pages we have and actually analyzing and auditing them to see like why aren't we getting any signups specifically from them. So hope that helps, Dave. But yeah, I mean our primary focus, guys, is marketing on here. I don't really care about building too many apps at the end of the day. I care about actually building core infrastructure and actually building like an actual software at the end of the day with teams and people, and really just doing it the right way and not just throwing and praying, right? Spraying and praying like most people are doing right now with their live streams. They're just building apps to launch, and then it doesn't work, they build another one, doesn't work. No, we're actually doing marketing, right? So you can see right here we're doing cold email, cold SMS, GEO, SEO, etc., etc. There's so many marketing channels we're working on right now at the moment. So if you guys are struggling, you guys have built an app, and you don't know what to do to market, this is probably the place to be. Like my AI agents for Claude don't just build shit, you know what I mean? They're here to actually market. And so you can see right here we're running Google Ads, pretty much everything. Okay, so it cleaned it up, or it's cleaning it up. $703 of them are from your screenshot. Let me check what they are. What do you mean 3 of them are from your screenshot? Two academies. The version rips actually read it's hand maintained and blah blah blah. The folder is an orphan version 1, 10 docs, no build scripts. Links them and still teaches the pre-July plan. Right, sir, forwards that folder. Persona formats run on hand. Integrity. Things you can confirm. Is there a company agent account? No, the user has to bring their own agent account. Built AI, about 3 years in business, that's fine. Does the CRM stage names in the CRM hygiene match the real GHO pipeline? Yes. But go ahead and apply those fixes and errors. In regards to the founding deal, the $39, they don't need to know anything about that. Go ahead and put that in your notes and history. And then, of course, how the close gets credited to them, we have them have specific links, and then we manually update that on our end. Yeah, so whenever people leave random calls and voicemails from an unknown number that we don't have a contact from, you should just mark it as read. Actually, no, I don't want to do that, because if the salespeople, we'll just go ahead and mark them read ourselves. All right, don't worry about those unknown calls and left voicemails and stuff like that. What do we need to do to make sure that this does not happen again, to fix all of our issues where, like I said, it needs to backfill everything historically every single morning. It needs to answer, continue the conversation AI through the SMS Copilot if need be. It needs to be marking leads as leads. It needs to be marking the conversations as read. It needs to D&D people, all this stuff. Like, I don't want to have to keep saying this every single day, so make sure that the system automatically does it. How do you spin up like 9 agents all working by themselves? So this is VS Code, right? And if you have Claude Code as an extension, like I do right here on Codex, you can essentially just open up a new Claude window and then drag and drop it anywhere. So now I can have more agents. But unfortunately, Codex doesn't have that option, only Claude Code does. But, Claude Code's better than Codex in my opinion right now anyways. Okay, so Opus Clip, SAS, Social Schedule, Roundups. I don't think these are it. I prefer Claude all day long. Like right now we're using what? Opus 5. We were using Fable 5 last week. No, that's not what I wanted. No, so what I wanted was the specific landing pages that our Google ads are sending traffic to. I want you to take a look at those and audit those and see why we're not getting conversions from a CRO perspective. I don't care about all these other random pages. All I care about the ones that Google Ads is actually driving traffic to. But yeah, I mean, I guess the most common thing I get is when you have this many agents running, how do you control what they work on? I would just have them have separate tasks. Okay. What's that system called again? So the IDE here is VS Code. It's free. And then you just add an extension for Cloud Code and Codex in here. And then you can open up as many windows as you need for Cloud Code. Hopefully that answered. I don't, not sure if that's what you were asking about, Lucky. Okay, so I think right now Do I have the SMS Copilot in my templates? So when we do the giveaway, okay, so we do have the SMS Copilot in there. What about the sales process? So what I want you to do is to create a new template, and you decide whether it's an A, B, C, or S tier for the sales ops. And what I mean by this is the entire system we built inside of Kompozy for our sales team, from the sales comp plans to KPIs to the entire dashboard to the admin console management of said sales team. Everything we built for Kompozy, I want to be able to replicate this in another app, or let's say give it away to someone in the live stream giveaways. And so I need you to create a new template for this. Our templates are in the business workspace under templates. Go ahead and figure out everything you need to know so that all we have to do is say, hey, go ahead and use this template, and it automatically builds everything we need for an entire sales department, including but not limited to the entire dashboard, sales academy, sales comp structures, where in order to build, let's say, a sales comp plan, they just need to put in their pricing models and it automatically builds it for them, etc. All right, there you go, guys. Another template we're going to build for you guys. Because, again, if it costs me nothing, I will give it to you guys for free. It's that simple. All right, what's going on here? Okay, so Opus, best AI social alternative, best purpose. Okay, so buffer is only sending them here. To site link destinations. AG2 is not delivering, so ignoring them. What's AG2? Okay, so here's all the clicks. You've had 2 people reach checkout. What are the skills in MCP you use for production product? So the skills, I have multiple skills. It just depends. One of the most important ones, I think, is the security audit that we do every single live stream with you guys. Another one is like the humanizer skill to make sure that all the content you're producing, whether it's on a website or a blog or social media, whatever, it's human. I use deep research skills when I'm researching stuff. I do competitor watches, like I want to actually understand my competitors a lot. I do a billing audit to make sure Stripe is integrated correctly with my apps. I use the audit loop skill pretty much like almost every chat. And, you know, to verify that if they're building anything, that it audits the code and audits it like 5 times with 5 separate agents so that I don't have to go and manually look at it on localhost and see that there's a problem. It could just catch it using the audit loop skill. And so usually my MVPs are like 99% ready to go for any feature update. Fact checking, I don't know, publishing audit. Those are really the main ones I use. The create new app one is if I want to launch a new app in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I can, because it utilizes all my templates that we have down here automatically. But yeah, as far as MCP goes, it's not what I wanted, but probably have to open a new chat. MCP. I have Google Search Console, Supabase for multiple different apps, Chrome DevTools for headless Chrome, and of course, Google services. That's pretty much what I use it for. Okay, so what's going on here? Wish I knew how to get all those templates set up to auto call skills plugins and all that. Wish I knew how to get all those. So yeah, I mean, you got specific people out there like Nate Herc and Nick Sarayev. Those are the two I'd recommend on YouTube to watch. Talking about their little OS system. I'll probably create one of those videos, eventually. But one of my goals this month, or the month of August coming up, is to create more YouTube videos for you guys, so it'd be easier, showing you guys like, hey, once you do get my templates, how to actually use them. When you actually do get my skills, how to actually use them. Stuff like that. But the most important thing you need is one main folder on your computer, and inside there you need to just keep yourself organized. So I mean, you can see I have a lot of junk in here, but your main business workspace, you want to have a .clod folder which holds your skills folder. Then you need to have an active folder or an active projects folder which holds all your active projects. You want to have a templates folder to house all your templates that you constantly, you don't always have to have templates, but I like to build them because I give them to you guys. And also if I want to use them again in the future, I can. Like right now I'm building a template playbook right now at the moment for you guys. And so, I mean, that's really it. I have a travel setup. So if I switch to my laptop, I can just resync everything from like GitHub and my business workspace. There's different things. There's no right or wrong answer to keep yourself organized. It's just what works best for you. But ooh. But yeah, once we get to 30 likes today, we'll do the giveaway, and we're gonna do three giveaways today. We're gonna give away one tracker account, which means you'll get access to all 68,000 of the leads that I've pulled and scraped and verified, phone numbers and emails. And then that'll be for one person, and then 2 people will win the Claude templates that I have. That's what we'll do. But we need to get to 30 likes first before we do that. So do what you guys need to do to create engagement. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not the YouTube expert here, so. Okay, so what's going on here? Situation. Close. Never redecide. Dismiss. Introduce a real reply letter still ends. First one looks attractive. Which one, life hacks? Oh, you're talking about the giveaway, you mean? The tracker? Yeah, I mean, because again, like I've already pulled this data, right? Like, why can't I give it to you guys for free? It makes no sense, right? You can see here I pulled, what, 68,000 leads so far in here with all different niches. Oh, you mean the emails? Well, I'm a big believer if you're going to do cold email, you need a lot of emails. If you're going to do cold SMS, you need a lot of SMS phone numbers, right? And it's like, whether it's, home service-based businesses from Google Maps, B2B companies from like Apollo search engines, or creators off of social media, it's like every person has a different niche they're targeting, right? And you need data, right? You can't do cold email, you can't do cold SMS without it. Like again, there's just no outreach, right? Without data. And so unfortunately, if you use tools like Apollo, whatever, it's going to cost anywhere between 40 cents and $7, right? And it's like, I wasn't going to pay that, right? So that's why I just built the tool. And so it's cheaper for us. And so regardless if you win or not, anybody who signs up in here, you know what I mean, for, was it $19? you automatically get access to the free marketplace, which is 68,000 leads. Like, this is my way of giving back to you guys. So yeah, I don't know how long we'll run this promo, but that's what we got for that. Yeah, sick line I did not cross. 2 bugs installation caught before it shipped. Yeah, go ahead and ship it. Commit everything. Do the trigger.dev deploy. And make sure all the tokens are correct as well. Yeah, go ahead and commit everything to GitHub Master for sale. Okay, promise free trial. I think we're changing the free trial right now, aren't we? Oh yeah, it's updating everything. That's funny. Yeah, just update my entire Google Ads campaign. Whatever. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. None of the 3 is a landing page. There are SEO articles. Where does it say it's free? Shouldn't say it's free. Yeah, it's pricing right here. Where does it say it's free? Okay, cool. So the ads promise a free trial. Okay, so number 1, the ads right now are being changed. You're right. They were saying free trial. We're changing that right now at the moment, so you don't have to worry about that. But also at the same time, what else do we need to do to get these pages up and running? Forget the site links, ignore those. Get those pages optimized, because I just have a feeling, because like, let's just say the top 10 site that we're sending people to, like, that's kind of not it's making the people that land on a page get distracted, right, with all these cool products and services, and they don't know anything about Kompozy, even though Kompozy is set to number 1. Again, what do we need to do to these pages to get them to have the best sign up rates, the best, you know what I mean, conversion rates, etc.? All right, so this finish removed. Cool. We got our guarantees in there. All right, lovely. So it updated all of that. All right, cool. Go ahead and save this into memory so that you know exactly what's going on. The main project folder is Kompozy SEO ads. Your instinct is right. Of course, I know. The 2 list pages are the 2 worst performance. Roundups is 0 to 31. Repurpose list 4 of 26. The single competitive page is 17. Ranking links changes the visitor job. Size about Kompozy's compare. Build 3 landing pages that switch from Opus, buffer, repurpose, no index, no nav link outs, no cross link modules, no competitor per page, 1 call to action, repoint 3 campaigns, final URLs. SEO pages stay untouched and keep ranking. Wire each to analytics, the same commit. Fixed tier matching. Hero echoes the query leaving. Okay, proof immediately. Make a listen, blah, blah, blah. Go. Go. All right, cool. We're just going to build out new pages so we don't ruin our SEO on those current pages. Yeah, because like we destroyed our SEO and GEO at one point, so like it kind of knows not to, change pages. And we don't want that to happen again, essentially. Okay, what's going on with this? Okay, so it created the sales department playbook. A tier, why A tier, not us. A self-serve app never needs a sales team. So it isn't functional, but well above B, what applies to revenue organization. The service is 7,200 lines. Comp plan generator, not a copy of Kompozy's rates. Operator supplies the pricing model plus 7 knobs. The playbook derives everything. Annual close rate, blah, blah, blah. Milestone. One thing I changed from the BK deliberately. Okay, that's fine. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and commit all this to GitHub Master. All right, so we got a new template for you guys, the sales department playbook. Shipped. Done. Tokens checked, not assumed. 2 things worth recording. We'll just have to double check the commits for this to make sure they actually deploy correctly. Okay, cool. All right, so the business workspace. Okay, cool. So this is done. I gotta wait for this. I gotta wait for this. This one's good, but at the same time, if once it creates new pages, we're gonna have it create or update the ads one more time. Okay. How's this doing? We're up to 79. Let's refresh and double check. Oh, yeah, 85. So 8%. This is destroying this one. So right now our SMS Copilot for the Champion Challenger, the Challenger is running 20, it's allocating 20% of its resources to use right now, let's say the Challenger A4 info, and it's performing better than the Champion right now at the moment. Now, I know right now we have it needs to be at least 5% above the Champion in order to consider it a winner tomorrow morning at 9 p.m. But at the same time, don't you think 5% is a little too harsh and almost impossible? Yeah, what are you guys right now struggling with? Are every single one of you guys building apps and or products or services using AI right now at the moment? I'm just curious to see what everyone else is doing right now. You know, because those of us that are actually using AI and Cloud Code to actually build stuff are part of the 0.1%. So we'll have to actually check these pages once they're built. We got 2 new leads. That's cool. Oh yeah, I'm curious. In the analytics, are we tracking T4 now? We are. So the reply rate's not that great. The reveal, the handoff's not that great either. Still, T1's still doing the best. Let's look at just today. Or, yeah, because today is technically the first day. 17% reply rate. Reveal, 16%. Yeah, so no handoffs. T1's just the best. See, like right now, like it's showing what, 12? Just by removing T4, we can get this probably to a 2.1, which would probably increase to like 15, maybe even 20. This is the peak is 20 anyways. Let's probably get it up to 20, just only using T1. What does Claude have to say about that? Live numbers right now. Challenger is at 4 points, 94% relative lift, nearly double the champion. The gate wants a 5-point, misses by 1 point. This is the same threshold inverted. Anything under, it's retired. So the next promote run, your best performing challenger gets killed for being merely 94% better. In case you're looking at too loose on noise. What's up, James? What's going on? What are you working on? That's good. Nice to absolute margin. Beta keeps running, which is the correct call. Have I heard of Hurdle? No. What's that? That's what I've been using in Terminal. What view is this in here? See the 60. So this is just VS Code. VS Code is free to use. And then, of course, Cloud Code is an extension. It's an ID. Yeah, I don't use ADs. Yeah, I mean, so basically yours is similar to like bridge mines. No, I'm just trying to figure out what percentage would truly be considered a win, right? Because like right now, if it's almost double performance than the other one and it still gets killed, that's unreasonable, right? And so if we were to think about it from a percentage point of which one is better, Should we do like 50% better? Should we do 25% better? Because right now the requirement is to do, pretty much 100% better, right? And so should it truly be 5%, 4%, 3%, 2.5%? And then if it's not a large enough sample size, is the 50 leads enough for the 20% allocation to test, or should we do it on a higher, like 100 or 200? All right, build passed. LP switch from Opus dynamic as expected. Go ahead and launch localhost 3001 so I can actually take a look at this page. I like this. I love this actually. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it. It needs to make it the same view. All right, so I like it and I like all the content on the page. However, what I don't like is that it's not following our branding and style. And what I mean by that, it's too tightened to the center of the page, and shouldn't it be more, full screen depending on the device? The same as our other pages. Yeah, I mean, I think they did a really good job on that page because we already have all the resources. It's just optimizing them to be a little bit better. Because right now we were sending them to a top 10 page, and it's like, okay, cool. I mean, it's a nice page, don't get me wrong. It talks about all of our competitors, but it's not really going to convert them. But this would be a better page. All right, so what is it saying? Real volume is higher than my estimate. Day on weekdays. Weekends collapse, 29 changes the time. And here's the answer to both questions. What percentage is a real win? Stops using absolute points. That's the actual bug. At a 4% base plus 5 silently means under 18% relative. You're demanding a challenger more than double the champion. Exactly, like that was my issue. Now we'd rate the copy that good. In relative terms, here which way your volume can actually resolve at 50-50 allocation. Okay, cool. So 50% relative plus 2 points is the right bar, not 5, not 2.4. Plus 25% can't tell signal from noise this side of a quarter, so there's no honest number down there. But the more important point, the bar should be confident, not effective size. Rolled SMS copy, the errors aren't systemic. Is 50 enough? No. Span 0.50. You cannot distinguish 4 times worse from 4 times better. Use 300. Okay, so minimum sample is 300, not 50. At 0.9, not fixed margin. Wait, it's more than 9. This promotes instead of killing it. Never discard for inconclusive. Run 50-50, not 80-20. Okay, so just so I understand. So 2 points. So are you saying the decision is to not only increase the sample size from 50 to 300, but also to reduce the absolute points from 5 to 2 points, and then also to, instead of doing an 80-20 split, we're doing a 50-50 split? Just give me a yes or no if that's correct. Hey bro, what's up? What's up, Alex? How you doing? It's been a while. 2, 3. Yeah, wait, the middle one is not what I meant. Saying delete the point-based mode, not shrink it, replace it with promote when P challenger beats champion more than or equal to 90. So what you're saying is the challenger has to beat the champion by 90%. Is that correct? If so, that's ridiculous. What you working on now, Alex? See why it's right that way. Let me be precise. See why it's not 90% better. It's 90% sure it's better at all. I don't know what you're talking about, man. One is outreach, basically content creation, also creating my iGaming project, 3 projects. Are you seeing results from your outreach and content creation? Or is it too early? I mean, your gaming project is your main thing. The other ones are basically just feeding it, right? Content creation was good, then dropped, but I want to scale. Why'd your content drop? Because you just stopped putting effort into it? I mean, that's how I feel about content. That's why I, built Kompozy, because I just don't want to do it. Like, what's the reason why we use content creation tools? It's because we just don't have the time or just don't want to do the work, pretty much. Okay. A4 is generally 94 right now. Under that rule, I propose it promotes it today. Under your current rule, it gets discarded tomorrow. Only 4 points instead of 5. The confidence bar is a lenient option. It's what saves this challenger. And the size that actually promotes an N. A challenger that's generally 50% better gets promoted versus needing 118% today. Nothing anywhere required being the champion might keep running on the 15% and 25% rows in a rejection area. It just means that 300 samples can't tell a small row left from noise, so it gathers more instead of guessing. Yeah, let's go ahead and build this. And then I guess we'll see it live. I made the engine that replicates any video with remotion, so I can draw anything basically, but I am producing similar content, so it doesn't hit anymore. Need to do different content, then it's good. Oh yeah, you're talking about the long form content on your YouTube channel. Your 2-minute videos. I heard a lot of the faceless videos on YouTube right now are getting like harsh results from YouTube right now. Go ahead and fix the pricing section because right now it's like 2 blocks on one line and a third one. Like, just go ahead and make sure it matches the actual pricing page and or the homepage pricing, the same style and everything. And then just in general, make sure everything matches. Different kind of, no, just X tweets with ideas. Yeah, I've honestly never been good with X, so I wish I could give you feedback. Hell, I've never even used X in my life besides auto posting. So So will this issue happen again, or has everything been resolved? Yeah, did I say I wanted to check something? Your Twitter? Crypto charts? Are you in the crypto game? I thought you were in the gaming one. I'll check it out. What's the I guess Twitter name or username or X? Yeah, just give me your X handle or something. I'll check it out. Okay, this is the Sales Academy. Okay, that one's done. The 5 root causes are fixed, deployed, and verified against live data so that specific failure won't occur, but everything resolved would be overstated. I was in crypto since 2018, but crypto is kind of dead. I'm working in some projects still. Like, is this like trading or is this just investing in, like, I don't know, meme coins and shit? Let's see if you fixed it. What did it do to my calendar? Okay. account is this? Okay, so everything is published. Looks like everything is correct this time, so it did fix the main issue and bug. Alright, this looks good. Hey, how much content do I have? November, December, January. Dang, all the way till February. Well, I guess I don't gotta do content till February. That's cool. Okay, what were you saying? No, we're not paying for X. Why? What do I search on here? Explore. Well, you're getting engagement though. Well, this is, I guess, June. 1 hour ago. You still get. Oh, so you're actively trading and cutting up the shorts for it, looks like. Is that correct, Alex? Yeah, but you're not using AI to create these videos, are you? You're physically making the trade and then recording it, of course. Yeah, I can see, yeah, 34K views right here. So whatever you're doing on 78K views on X is working for you. Those are not real trades. All is drawn by remotion. Really? I've never used remotion. You just build the main, I guess, layout and then tell it what specific thing you want to see. I understand it's not real. You can do it with any video. What about marketing videos? Like, these are the kind of videos we're able to generate, of course. good, I guess. Yeah, just DM me on Facebook. You have my Facebook, don't you? Go ahead and screenshot the entire page and you tell me what you think needs to be modified for a CRO perspective and aesthetic perspective. Yeah, no problem, Alex. Appreciate it. I changed verified a bug that the testing caught. My first version still discarded. The genuine 35 is going at 4%, 1 point shorter than 6. Feel like you called out. Fixed terminal. Okay, cool. So is this deployed? No, it's not deployed. So where'd my page go? Give me a screenshot as well. Yeah, go ahead and close that browser, open a new one, and screenshot it. You're talking about this, right? So basically it's a template with a bunch of placeholders. But you can create your template kind of like how you did, and then you can rinse and repeat, basically. That's cool. I'm just wondering how I can incorporate that with marketing, you know what I mean? They create like 1 or 2 or 3 templates, and then just different call to different hooks, essentially. Check the reference. Oh, the Leo one. Oh. Oh, looks cool. So Kimi K3 built it, not Remotion, or is Kimi K3 using Remotion as the backend? And then basically you can use Claude or Kimi or whatever you want. What's up, Death Hub? Welcome back. Go. This is updated. What the hell is this? The hell's going on? The hell's this? What the hell is all this shit that you can see in the screenshot? Like, I don't understand what this is. Like, you're gonna make me scroll so far down just to see the champion challenger A/B split test? You know, like, I don't even know. Like, why do I need to approve that stuff? The system should just do it itself. Oh, Kimi video was just an example, but it's Claude with remotion. Okay, cool. Awesome. Remotion, you're just pretty much building the templates and then changing the variables, essentially. I'll definitely keep that as reference. I've never actually used remotion. Did I try the new GPT real-time voice chat? No, I have not. The voice. Oh, you're talking about like kind of like how Siri or GPT's actual voice thing works. Isn't that still only for mobile? And or does it work for desktop too? No, I remember it worked for desktop. It just couldn't use the camera. Because what I really wanted to replace my support reps, like my main software, was I wanted an integration where if they shared their screen and let's say voice of ChatGPT or whoever, right, could actually see the screen and tell them where they need to go to fix their problems. Like that's something I ultimately wanted. But this was like a year ago and we didn't have the technology to do that. Is it in ChatGPT or is it like I can use it in VS Code? Works even on ChatGPT. I don't have the coding app, but let's just see ChatGPT. I haven't used it in forever. Yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
I
I
can hear
can hear
you.
you.
How's it
How's it
going?
going?
Good. Can you actually see my screen and help me out?
No, I
No, I
can't.
can't.
Yeah, I can
I
try
can
to
try to
help. What
help.
are you
What are you
looking at?
looking at?
I want you to see my screen.
I
I
wish I
wish I
could, but
could,
I
but I
can't
can't
see
see
your
your
screen
screen
unless you
unless you
send a
send a
screenshot.
screenshot.
Well, that's stupid. Can you not just do screen share?
Not
Not
yet,
yet,
no.
no.
If you
When?
If you
want,
want,
describe
describe.
When
when
will
we
you be
should
able to
chat.
screen share?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
have a
have a
timeline for
timeline for
that.
that.
But if you
But if you
want,
want,
tell me
tell
what
me
you're
what you're
looking at
looking
or
at or
send a
send a
screenshot
screenshot
and
and
I'll
I'll
walk you
walk
through
you
it.
through it.
Do you have access to my computer?
No,
No,
not
not
directly.
directly.
I can
I
help
can help
talk you
talk you
through
through
something if
something
you'd
if you'd
like
like
and
and
walk you
walk
through
you
where
through
to
where to
click
click
step by
step by
step if
step
you
if you
tell me
tell
what's
me
on
what's
your
on your
screen.
screen.
Well, that's boring. Yeah, that's bullshit. It's not really viable. Like, if you can't access my computer, can't share screen, it doesn't even have MCP probably capabilities. I guess maybe in Codex it probably would, but all right, let's open up Codex and let's see. My music back. I don't think it matters. Yeah, it doesn't look like Codex even has voice. You didn't hear me test them? I mean, I don't really care about the voice right now at the moment. I care about it actually doing something for me that I need. It's like right now, any one of us can like build a Jarvis, right, that understands everything and have access to everything. But why would I build something like that when ChatGPT or Claude should just have these features already? I guess my point is, why do I even need to see any of that stuff? And code is like an instant thing now, but I think it's in native app only. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really work with my workflow then. Realistically, like even talking to it, it's not going to be able to work on multiple tasks at one time. It's like it would be the same thing as like an agent here, where if I ask it to do multiple tasks in different projects or files, it's going to be all over the place and it's not going to know what to do. That's why I have multiple windows. What's going on with this? Yeah, but it's fun. It's like a friend who stays you on the call, remembers everything, and can remind you of doing things. Oh, it even remind you stuff? Like if it, but doesn't the call the AI voice just stop after a certain period of time? At least that's what it used to do. You'd be like, well, there's nothing to talk about, so I'm ending. Yeah, so since you moved the demo up to the top right, why do we have the button where it says or watch it work first? There's no need for that. Oh, let's say you can tell him, remind me in 5 minutes to do X, and he will do it. Well, he can't even count to 100. He can do 5 minutes? You know, all those YouTube short videos or whatever, short form videos out there trying to get ChatGPT or whatever to count to 100, and none of them do it. It's funny. I don't need no alarms. Also, can you tell him to over 30 seconds and he'll stay silent? That's funny, I guess. I mean, it's good, I guess, to have a good time, right? But at the end of the day, if you're actually looking for functionality to actually do more work and be more efficient and be faster at what you're doing, I don't think it's really reasonable. Now, it'd be nice if, let's say, I had my phone, right? And I could talk to him and he would automatically handle everything through my VS Code right here on its own. You know what I mean? From a remote position. Like, that would be good. Like, that's what I would be more interested in. Or, like I said, the other idea of replacing my support ticket team, right? With the ability of just an AI that says, hey, go ahead and share your screen. I'm more than happy to help you out. And it walks them through by seeing exactly what's on their screen and knows everything about our company. You know what I mean? Like that would be ideal. But like no one really has that capability right now. I mean, I'm sure we could probably build something like that in the future. Think about it, like how many companies have support people and that need to be replaced, or how many people that are on the go but they still need to get stuff done, right? And instead of talking to like a virtual assistant or an employee, you could just talk to your Claude or GPT and have them pretty much handle the task while you're on the go. All right, we're gonna wait for this. All right, go ahead and screenshot it one more time and review it. Waiting for that. So I need to finalize these pages so I can update the Google ads. I don't really care about this anymore. Nothing alerts on this. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just go wire up an alert that sends from MOA Kompozy to Mo Smart Growth the same way we have our SMS Copilot sending me a notification. The OpenAI real-time API is priced on a token-based system for text and audio, which translates to a real-world cost of roughly is per conversation minute. Oh my god, it's a lot. I mean, I guess that's not a lot if you're hiring employees, but if you're just using it for yourself, it's like it's more expensive than a phone call. Oh, and the mini model cheaper. Yeah, but if we're gonna use it, we're gonna use the best of the best. Why would we use the mini? I guess for smaller tasks, maybe. It's like think about it from the perspective of you're already sitting in front of your computer, right? Why would you need to talk to this? Right? When like say for me, I'm talking to Cloud Code right now, right? Through Whisperflow, right? Through a chatbot. Or I build automations or whatever that just does it without me even saying anything. It's like what's the extra benefit towards that right now besides just having a conversation because you got no friends? That's all I can think about. And I can understand if someone has no friends, how valuable this would be. They could actually talk to somebody. One step closer to our robots. Let's see what this has done. All right, whatever. Let's do that. All right, cool. That page is fine. Let's move on to the next pages. It's good in ChatGPT native app because you don't have to click extra buttons like you are in the call, and it calls tools, etc. But I'm not using ChatGPT, so it's useless. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go to Codex because of this feature. You know, when Claude performs everything better right now at the moment, and Whisperflow pretty much does the same job. Now, granted, I have to read all this text, so maybe it would summarize me the what's truly going on. But if let's say it's reading this entire thing right now to me, like your voice, like I would get lost too, especially if I'm working on multiple things at one time. I still think you're also only limited to working on one thing at a time using that voice. This is finally deployed. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay. As you can see in the screenshot, underneath the champion challenger AB for the reveal, can you go ahead and put an explanation of how it works right now? Just a brief one so that we can always just remember how it's working. So right now it should be running 50-50 instead of 80-20. It's running 300 sample size, yada yada. Exactly. Let me check and see Indeed for a second. These people just not get it. Hello? Oh, so now it's tracking it. Okay, cool. How's the outreach apps going? Doing really good. We're in the process of hiring 2 salespeople right now at the moment, because we have a lot of leads now that need to be called and closed. I already got the entire CRM built out for it as well. You can see the SMS is plowing through. What's going on here? Let's refresh. Yeah, like, why did it answer this? Oh yeah, outreach is doing really good. I mean, there's some minor little tweaks here and there, but just to make it better. I finally got the A/B split test to work how I want it inside of the SMS Copilot. Because this is going to be the challenger, it's going to win. So we should promote it eventually. See how many tests we've been through where it sent stuff and just didn't get any positive replies. System automatically retires champions and challengers and introduces new ones. Oh, the outreach scraper app? Oh, you're talking about like the slide app? It's doing good. I mean, again, the whole point of that is just for cold DMing. You guys can download that for free. It's been ready for you guys. I think the link's in the description. And then the tracker app is working really well as well. I've pulled 68,000 leads from it already, and we're using it to cold email and cold SMS. Well, the affiliate marketing one, I took a pause on it because, like, realistically, I don't feel like building an affiliate team and do influencer outreach right now at the moment. We know SMS is working really well. AI and SEO and GEO are working marvelously. So we might as well get the sales team up and running. Our entire priority last week was just getting the sales system done and ready. Pages are built. Build is running. What pages did you build? Build actually failed. Well, how about you fix it first before you tell me it's ready? Yeah, the slide app is right here. You guys could download it for free. Yeah, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom.
from basements, now I own a building. Used to chase highs, now I bring the feeling. They try to short me, I made unbelievers turn drawdowns into golden receivers. You can hate me, but you quote my lines. Every candle burns in time. I miss the days when I believed in patterns, chasing green lights. Thought games would fill the parts I left behind. The charts don't call you back, and when your cash runs out, falling fast now. You're just a name on a margin, call reply. We speak in different tickers when betting on the ones we trust. We speak in different tickers. Why can't we say we've lost too much? I'm bleeding red in places I forgot.
Figured I'd make it a cup of coffee while I was at it. Where are we at?
You called it like I called it execution. You held your heart like a long expired call. I hedged and let it fall, and now your voice just echoes through resistance. I should have short it when you let me down.
Is this actually pushed? Yes.
Maybe I'll hold, maybe I'll fold. Maybe this pain is profit I never sold. You broke it open, I closed that pain.
Okay, that's not bad then. All right, beautiful. So that's what we wanted. Conversations are just piling in, which is good. So I said 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not working on these. Okay, that looks good, but what about these? As you can see in the screenshot, why have they not been taken care of?
Yeah. Charge glowing like the fridge at 3 a.m.
Yeah, all 3 landing pages register as dynamic. Okay, so we did the switch, right? Mopus. What happened to the localhost 3001? Go ahead and restart it. Doesn't look like it's working, so I can actually take a look at these 3 pages. So I like this. On repurpose. The buffer posts your content and never writes a word of it. Oh, I like this. Everything else is the same. Cool. We got. Okay, what is this? Repurpose? What's this partial? Oh. Okay, at least it's being honest. Alright, I like these. Go ahead and commit these to GitHub Master and Vercel so we can get them up and live and verify that it's actually live. And then I want you to go ahead and open up a new Chrome tab on our Google Ads and update the 3 campaigns with these links. Alright, cool. That's what we've been waiting for the Google Ads. Hopefully now, since we're driving traffic to those specific pages, we'll start getting better results. What is this? Still building this? Supposed to send me a test email, right? Like this is what, a 50% increase right now? A 50% increase technically means instead of giving 12 leads per day, we're gonna get 18 leads per day. So like that's the differentiator here. It's like why this is so important. Okay, so handoff, we're finally starting to get some handoffs. The reply rate's still trash. We're still testing a really low rate. Let's look at yesterday. Did it do anything? Probably not. No. Last 7 days. Okay. Yeah, so it's hard to tell since today is still the first day. We'll give it probably to the end of the week, and then we'll decide if we're going to switch out T4 for our T5 option. A different A/B split test on the initial message that goes out. Because right now we're allocating, what, 20% of our resources to T4. If we don't... Wait, what is this? This one did really well. Says we need 2 reps right now. Under 8 opportunities, so these are doing good. You said the ads are being changed right now. Yeah, so the other agent already finished removing the free trial claims. So I'm not going to worry about that agent. What I want you to do is relog into the Google Ads account, take a look at the 3 campaigns, change the endpoint URLs so that they go to the new pages. Okay. Close those out. Check the other ones though. Everything is indexed. Curious. 16 clicks. This one also does 16 clicks. That's kind of crazy. Supposed to April 26th. We'll do May 25th. 81 clicks. We had a lot more clicks back then. I guess we did have an increase here. What about to May 18th? No, I had double. And the reason why is because Kompozy, we immediately got it on G2 and other backlinks. We didn't do that for Built AI or Tracker. Dang, how long does it take to do a notification for their email?
Spend years becoming a slightly better version of the same unfinished sentence. And if potential paid rent out on this town, if self-awareness fixed things, I'd be fixed by now. But here I am, still betting next year on a guy who couldn't make it this year, working somehow. I still like his chances. I still like his chances. I still like his chances. I still like his chances.
I'm not a smart man.
Mama just bought another deal. Put my stop in low support. Market hunted it and ripped. Mama, trading had just begun, but now I've gone and blown my gains away. Bull-o barrel, bull-o barrel, bull-o barrel, bull-o barrel.
So whenever they get a call or they just do emojis, they just don't answer. So it seems like right now, whenever a lead responds to our initial outreach by either A, an emoji, thumbs up or whatever, and or they just call, and or they call and leave a voicemail, it doesn't seem like our system actually does anything with those leads. And it needs to. Yeah, because I just don't want to have to keep going back into the conversations and monitoring it. Like, it should just do its job. Are you broken?
Just bought another deal. Thought I caught the bottom tick. Then it sank like a fucking ship. Mama, the pain has just begun.
Oh, waiting on a 15-minute cron? Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Go ahead and commit everything.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. I stapled my last paycheck to a candle wick. Watched it melt down faster than my nerves tick. Every chart's a Rorschach test I fail, but I keep buying dips like a junkie on sale. I binge watching calls like late night TV. My portfolio's a corpse that still texts me. I'm the ghost in a ticket screaming by this high, knowing damn well it's the reason I'll die. I'm singing lullabies to bag holder graves, kissing every red line like it knows my name. Tattoo profit targets on my paper skin, and I
Go ahead and retry.
should put my ass in textbooks. Every time I think I'm Warren Buffett, market turns me back into a crackhead. Got 6 monitors, no idea what I'm looking at. Clicking buttons with conviction like confidence is a trading stat. Broker sends notifications like he's checking if I'm still alive. Portfolio got more red flags than 6 ex-girlfriends combined. I turned a small account into a smaller account, now that's consistency. Lost so much money in my 20s, I accidentally purchased humility. Everybody loves the screenshots, nobody posts the pain. Nobody shows the group chat after blowing up the plate. Now about my own decisions, that's the craziest part. Turn bad ideas and caffeine into accidental art. Now they're asking for the secret like I planned this from the start. Nah, I just kept clicking buttons and somehow it all worked out. Somehow it all worked out. Somehow it all worked out. My account been through more cycles than a washing machine from hell. 1 week feeling like Jordan Belfort, next week selling furniture on Craigslist. Yeah. Every earnings season I become a different religion. Praying to charts, candles, volume, and poor decision making. At a stock drop 40%, I called it long-term investing. My therapist asked how it's going, I sent her my broker statement now. She needs therapy. Every time I finally get comfortable, the market starts feeling romantic. Tells me everything looks amazing, then immediately becomes toxic. I survive my own decisions, that's the craziest part. Turn bad ideas and caffeine into accidental art. Now they're asking for the secret like I planned this from the start. Nah, I just kept clicking buttons until it all worked out. Somehow it all worked out. Somehow it all worked out. Every chart I open looks a little worse today. On the red candle takes another year.
Okay, so what are we doing about the migrate pages for the other 3?
I thought I cracked the code, now I'm back holding dreams while the market implodes. Screens glow red across the room, doom strolling straight into financial doom. And every headline screams disaster. Every bounce just falls down faster. Down, down, we're already down. Down, down, another breakdown. Down, down, we're already down.
Thanks, Ankel. Appreciate it.
It's Velvet, baby. You know what time it is. I walk in the market like I own the damn floor.
What are we doing with this?
Everybody in the Discord got a screenshot today.
They get no traffic at all.
Phones while I'm breaking down again. Some kid with the rocket emoji says he turned a grand to 10. I've heard that story 50 times, but I'm listening.
Are you right?
My watch just got me feeling like I'm staring at a slot machine. One more spin, one more candle, one more thing to chase a dream. Said I wasn't gonna trade a day, I lasted 20 minutes flat. Now I'm buying weekly options with conviction I don't have. I know better, yeah, I know better now. But every time I say I'm done, the market drags me back around. One more trade, that's what I always say. One more, then I can walk away. But the green lights hit my dashboard and the dopamine kicks in. I swear this is the last one, and I do it all again. One more trade.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pause those ad groups.
Everybody's got a system, everybody's got a course, everybody's posting profits, nobody's posting remorse. I got charts all on my monitor and stress lines on my face. Every lesson that I've learned is one mistake I had to pay. Mom says I should quit trading, get a normal job instead, but she doesn't understand the voices living in my head. Every ticker looks attractive when the market starts to run, and every loss becomes a comeback story waiting to be spun. I know better, yeah, I know better now. But every time I think I'm out, the opening bell gets loud. One more trade, that's what I always say. One then I can walk away. But the green lights hit my dashboard and the dopamine kicks in. I swear this is the last one, and I do it all again. I got screenshots of the
Yeah, go ahead and update the Google Ads MD as well as the history and stuff. And then the stale Kompozy Creator 99 tier. Update that as well.
remember every moonshot, every squeeze, every run. Forget the 1,000 bad decisions that financed all the fun. One more trade, that's what I always say. One more, then I can walk away. But the green lights hit my dashboard and the dopamine kicks in. I swear this is the last one, then I do it all again.
Alright, cool. Did you go ahead and commit everything?
The screen glows blue 8:45. Coffee's cold, but the futures look fine. I drew a line where the breakout should be. The market laughed and pulled the rug from me. Every headline's a siren at sea. Every green candle whispers, follow me. I jump aboard and the tide
Alright, cool.
leaving me stranded with my
That was done. This one's done. Just finalizing this last one. Alright guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We've been live streaming for the last 3.5 hours. I have other work to do as well. We'll be live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys tune in for that. If you're struggling with building not building the app, but actually marketing your app, then this is probably the place to be. Because we pretty much go over everything live with you guys on a day-to-day basis. Exactly what we're marketing, how we're marketing, the setup process, everything, using Cloud Code to help us with that. Doesn't matter if it's Cloud Code or Codex, regardless, it's the same thing. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Doesn't look like we hit our like goal today for the giveaway, so better luck next time. But regardless, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yeah, what's up, Autocrat? Ask away. Run an agency where I provide AI services and full stack websites. We also help early stage startups ship MVPs and stuff, but I'm not getting enough clients. What are you doing in regards to marketing? I'm stuck to 2 clients I have been doing cold mailing, but it isn't working just yet. Cold emailing or actual like mailers, like physical mail? My recommendation for you, since you're probably looking for businesses that do not have websites and or any type of AI booking system or calendar system or phone call to booking system, right? Cold emails, how many cold emails are you sending out per day? Yeah, because like, yeah, how many cold emails are you sending out per day? Because that's really important, because in reality you're only gonna get 1 to 2% reply rate. I'm sending like 50 a day. Yeah, that's not enough. Just to give you an example for Kompozy, right? We're sending probably around 2,000 emails a day. So not only do you probably have a data issue, you have an infrastructure issue for sending cold emails. You need to use tools like Built AI or what are the other big ones out there? Instantly or something. Yeah, 50 emails is not going to get you anything. Think about it. What's the percentage of people that are actually going to respond to you? What's the percentage of people that are going to actually open your email? And then keep drilling it down, right? Like we get a 2% reply rate that's positive, right? So if we send out 1,000 emails, we get maybe 20 people that respond positively. And that's not even the people that might actually get on a demo with you or an actual appointment. So like you got to be realistic here. Sending 50 a day, what's 2% of that? And it could be 1%. Your business could be different. So that's what you need to figure out. If you're only going to send 50 a day, I'd recommend sending text messaging. And even then, you're still going to have a lower reply rate. But at least it's not going to be 2%. It'll be, let's say, like an initial 30-40% reply rate. And then, of course, trying to get them on the call will drop down to maybe a 10% reply rate. Yeah, it's having a proper email infrastructure. And what I mean by that is, I mean, I can just show you real quick how we do it. So, of course, I own the software, but here, let's just clone this tab, duplicate this tab real quick. You'll see in here I have what's called built email, right? And you see how many accounts I have inside of here. Now, each one of these, if I just open up any one of them right now, you can see like how many are running. But if I go to cold emails right here, my cold email campaign, so right now I'm recycling the copy. So my drip mode sends 200, right, per day, times 12 accounts. That's 2,400 cold emails being sent out a day. Now, the trick behind this is to have multiple domains. So like just in this one account, if I go to email services, I have 5 domains set in here, right? And each one of those sub accounts have 5 domains. So let's just say I have 60 domains connected to do this infrastructure wise. It's probably like when you're ready to actually do something like that, I can help you. But is cold texting with legal boundaries for US and UK? I do get lead info with phone numbers. I don't know anything about the UK. I don't target cold SMS for the UK, but the United States, you got to just stay compliant, right? I would not spam market, right? I would use cold SMS here. I'll just show you again, right? This is how I do it for cold SMS. So let's say I'm targeting a pest control company right here. Hey, is this Topher Pest Control? Because that's the name of the company. Do you guys handle pest control? That's a stupid question, right? So of course they respond with who's this, but you can see how many leads I have because I'm preparing for a sales team right now. So let's say this one's a salon. Is this salon? Do you guys take walk-ins? They liked. Looks like I had an issue here. Check us out at Kompozy, and for our team to reach out. This one wasn't a good example because I had some issues, but we're not. Our first initial message that goes out does not prompt a promotion or a sale or to hop on a call. And this is actually our old version because we don't send links anymore. Wish I could just sort this. Yeah, let's do created on. I don't know. Let's do the painting one, see if it's any different. But yeah, hey, is this smart scope painting? Do you do interior painting? They said yes. I help painters, get found for more local customers online without paying an agency. Worth a look. Now I'm asking the question, right? They say yes, I'm interested. What does that job entail? I said they could check us out, and then a team member will reach out to them. It's literally that simple, right? And so right now I'm sending about 750 text messages a day. Again, you're sending 50, right? I'm sending 750 text messages a day. And what does that look like on our end? Well, there's a funnel, right? I've sent a total of 3,500 so far since this has been up and running. I have an opener's reply rate of 31%, right? And so you can see reply to opener, reveal sent. I sent the reveal message of, what we're going to achieve. 315 replied to that, which was 50% or 31% of the previous step. Positive was 8, handed off as a hot lead to the salespeople, handed off as an objection lead because I do both. So that's 62 leads just right there, right? And granted, that was probably in the last 7 days. And so you got to understand your numbers. Yes, you just get rental numbers. So you can see right here under my phone system, I have 10 numbers, I believe, 15. We'll see. Yeah, you can see how many numbers I have. You just add a new phone number. I have 10 numbers. Yeah. This exact template and everything that we use to send cold SMS and cold email is available on our website for Built AI. So you're more than welcome to check that out. The link's in the description for that. But again, like the number one thing for most people is we're not doing enough, right? You think you're doing enough, but the reality is we're just not. So just keep that in mind. What else you got for me before I hop off? Oh, and don't worry about the domains. You can buy domains literally for $1 to $10, like they're cheap. Or at really a small scale, how much should I target initially with budget constraints? I mean, there's not a right or wrong answer. You know your own cash flow better than anybody else, right? Like think about it right now. I'm sending 700 text messages, right? Well, that cost me around $10 a day to send. So that's what, $300 a month? Plus data costs, but luckily I own my own tool for the data as well, so it's really cheap. That's the tracker app that we have that I built. And it's like, can you handle that cost? If so, then you can pretty much do the same thing I have right now, 750 text messages a day. You can handle $300 plus some data costs. And you'll be able to get anywhere between 15 and let's say 30 leads a day that a salesperson can handle or yourself could handle. Now, you still have to call those leads. You still got to book them on your calendar. You still got to do a demo. Yeah, no problem, Autocrat. My link tree is down below. You can just DM me on Messenger if you need anything. More than happy to assist. But appreciate you. I'm going to hop off, guys. Peace.